Hey guys, welcome back to
Tay Talk.
oh my, how we've missed everyone.
Yes, and we hope that you have missed us as well. Lol. Before we begin, we would just like to wish all of our listeners Selamat Hari Raya.
Jadi, if you're celebrating birthdays, Selamat Hari Jadi. If you're not, then Selamat Hari Selasa. Because it's Tuesday. If not, it's Selamat Hari Raya.
Woo!
Yeah, wow, it has been, how long has it been since Raya? 10, 11 days?
Yeah. It's almost been 2 weeks lah.
It has, huh? My God, it's so fast.
Yeah.
And the entire Ramadan went past by like super fast.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was crazy fast.
Yeah, it was really fast.
The only thing I remember was talking a lot.
A lot.
During the day, and at night we were just concentrating on our religious obligations. Other than that, I don't remember anything at all. The reason why we didn't do any podcasts during the entire month of Ramadan is because we were very busy.
Yeah.
Especially me. Because I was conducting classes, and it took a whole chunk of my time during the day, and there was no way I can find any time to do anything else. When the class has finished and everything wrapped up, I'll go back to my bedroom and I'll be totally shacked out. It's so tiring to be talking for 8-9 hours straight.
And we were fasting, so he was really
Yeah, and that was crazy because my students, they were like, we really want to thank Khai, because we know that he's fasting and all, and I don't know how he does it. He can talk on and on and on, and we here, we talk a little bit and we get very thirsty. I don't know how he does it. Again, I was continuously reminding them that I've been doing this since I was 7, 8 years old. So this is nothing.
Yeah.
So you can even eat it. I was telling my students, you can eat in front of me, guys. It's no problem. Just snack away and drink your Milo or Kopika, whatever. Okay? Because I will not get affected. And I need you to be paying attention. And that is the most important thing out of my day during Ramadan. So yes, no podcast because especially like me, I have a very, I wouldn't say silver tongue, I would say very fast mouth. So I have this tendency of spouting out nonsense and being very vulgar. So the entire of that Ramadan month, I want to avoid that as much as possible.
That's true. Wow, mashallah, brother.
Yes. So because it's going to be very wasted,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Especially this month, we were concentrating a lot on our religious obligations.
Yeah.
Right? Prayers, our Traweh, as well as, you went an extra mile, right? You even had your Smai Hajat. You woke up in the middle of the night to do all those. Yeah, I feel like that it's a very fulfilling Ramadan.
Same, definitely. I think if it wasn't for COVID and circuit breaker, I think we wouldn't have been this committed.
Yeah.
More than I think that we were very, very much committed into like filling up our Ramadan tank, if you will, this year as compared to other years, simply because we are at home and we have this extra time. Like for example, if you go to work, like when you when you wake up for sahur, it's like about 4:45, and then if you decide to sleep back, you have to wake up by 6:30 so you can shower and get ready to go to work, and then it's like a lot of time wasted, I guess, on like commuting. But when we are at home, we have that leeway to kind of wake up slightly earlier and then stay up slightly later after sahur or something, and then we take a nap before we start our day around 8:30 or 9 o'clock, depending on like what activities for work do we have on that day. So I think, I don't know, I just felt like I have been given, or rather we have been given, the gift of time. I know it sounds so cheesy.
It is.
But it's really like a gift of time. I don't think I would have been super ons or as ons as I was this Ramadan than as compared to other Ramadans.
Yeah, and the very fact that the mosques are all closed. We cannot go to the mosque to do any of our Tarawih prayers.
Yeah.
Of course, people would be sad, that they don't get to do their Tarawih prayers together with the community and all. But on the flip side, there is this I would call it like a very peaceful layer, or possibly an environment, a very special environment that was created, because of the COVID-19 situation. So while we don't get to spend as much time with the community to do all of these things, we come back even more intimate, because now we are doing things really directly with our family members.
Yeah.
And I find that so enjoyable and nice.
It's very special.
It is.
It's very special.
Yeah, I mean, we hated the entire COVID-19 period, right? Because it's not doing good to anyone. But I've always believed that there are opportunities amidst all the chaos.
Yeah.
And this is the opportunity for you to really, be in touch or be one with your family again. If you have not, if you have been distancing away, not social distance, but distancing away, or maybe
purposefully
or you
reason,
are detached from your family, right? So this kind of thing, this situation has brought us really close together.
Yeah.
Which I totally, again, I enjoy.
Yeah.
I enjoy. And I'm not the person, as compared to Tiara. Tiara loves going to the mosque to do her prayers and Tarawih. I'm the exact opposite. Okay? Why? Because I hate traveling just to do that. And now, because of this period, it forces all of us to just stay at home and to do what we need to do. So again, I really take measure in whatever positivity that has come up from this very weird situation that we are living in.
Yeah.
I hope, of course, COVID-19 goes away as fast as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
But while it lasts, I'm taking whatever steps that I possibly can to make full use of it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess the only, for me, I think the only challenge I had was, I think after a while, I kind of got I just didn't like being at home for a bit. Like, I needed to get out and get some sun, or breathe in some fresh-ish air with my mask on, just to get out of the house, because I was experiencing a little bit of cabin fever for a bit. But I don't know, I thought that this Ramadan was going to be very kind of weird and I cannot go to the mosque, what? Because I personally enjoy going to the mosque. I like the sense of community, and honestly, I just like listening to the different imams read the different surahs and all that.
Yeah.
Just a personal preference lah.
Yeah, because if not, she'll be listening to me
Hey,
every
no
single
lah,
day. And
astaghfirullah.
of course, I mean, let's just be honest. It can be quite, it's him again. I have to listen to him again, all over again.
No. If you think about it, the whole month of Ramadan this time around, you imam me every day that we can, right? And I think not a lot of people can. I think I'm very lucky, or we are very lucky, that we get to spend time Ramadan doing our Tarawih, just the both of us, and
That's
really
true.
just focus. And like I said, I don't know what got over me. I feel like this, I don't know what got over me, because usually normal Ramadans and normal days, I'm not super on one. As in, I'm okay lah, but this time around, I really discipline myself a lot. So mashallah, tabarakallah, all of this is from Allah, it's not from me. So I hope that all of your Ramadans have been great as well. I know for some of you it's very challenging, because you live apart from your parents. Harun lives apart from his parents. Because he lives with me and my parents. I know that there are people who actually live alone. They have not seen their parents in 2 months, which for now, because it's the 2nd of June, I think it is already allowed. So I'm very happy for you guys.
Yay.
And
you can go and visit your old folks.
Correct. So I hope that everyone's Ramadan went well. And I just really hope that whatever ibadah that we managed to do during Ramadan is accepted, and we met Lailatul Qadar. I just hope that because Ramadan is a month of cleansing, right? I hope that it also Allah cleanse the earth also. from this
You know,
COVID thing.
how people say that COVID-19 period resets the
Oh
entire
yes,
everything, right?
yes.
Resets the earth, resets mankind, resets the industry. It seems like this thing has created like a level playing field for everyone.
Yeah.
But not only that, and because Ramadan fell somewhere in between the COVID-19 period,
Yeah.
it's like a double reset.
Yeah,
You
correct.
know?
Yeah, I mean, as challenging as it is, as frustrating as it was, I mean, if you think about it, if let's say COVID didn't happen, everything was as per normal, right? I bet y'all out of the 30 days of Ramadan, like half of it is spent outside.
Wasted.
Yeah, like buka puasa with your friends, which is totally
Yeah,
fine, right?
which is fine.
Guys, totally. I really
Which
miss
is fine.
we miss our friends so much. I miss my friends. I miss our common friends. I miss just hanging out and
Yeah, just hanging
socializing with
out.
people.
Yeah.
But for example, the previous years of Ramadan, when I go out to, breakfast with friends or we breakfast outside, just the both of us, it's always like a hustle to, oh no, we have to faster finish it so we can
Yeah,
go
there
to
was a
the
lot of
mosque. Yeah, then
rush
after
moments.
that, after Tarawih, then we go back. And when actually, like right now, all we have to do is just, okay, stay at home, buka puasa, then Maghrib, then wait for Isha, then Isha, then Tarawih. And then after that, you're just like, okay, by 9 or 9:15, we are already like, okay, I'm ready for supper.
Yeah. Okay, but let me ask you, what is that one thing during Ramadan that you wish you could do more?
The one thing in Ramadan that I wish I could do more,
Mm-hmm.
like not really in the religious POV would have to be, I wish I could have cooked a little bit more and bake a bit more. Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm at home. I'm very free.
Yeah, no, not at all.
because like I mean, for me, I will make sure that I get things done by 6 o'clock, just as I would if I'm in the office, right? But instead of 6 o'clock in the office, then I travel my way home. I'm 6 o'clock, I'm already at home. But by the time it's 6 o'clock, like by right, we are supposed to already have things ready, prepare for like breakfast and everything. So if I were to start cooking then, like it won't be in time for buka puasa. So I wish I had a little bit more time to do that. Like Karen will know that I have been trying to make it a point to read the Quran every day, right? And in Ramadan, I told myself that I want to try and finish reading the Quran. And I kind of made it known on Instagram also, but I was I was being realistic to myself lah. Towards the end, I was like, okay, I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can finish it. And I guess where I'm going with this is that during my free time, during Ramadan, like for example, if I'm taking a break from work or something, I spend too much time on my phone. And like I don't know why, I don't know why it was very hard for me. I guess that's where your own self have to really push yourself. It was very hard for me to like sit down a little bit longer after solat, right, to read the Quran when I was fasting during the day, because I always read Quran at night before we go to sleep. And if I'm awake enough in the morning before after subuh, I will read then. So I think if I had like those pockets of free time that I spent reading the Quran, I think I would have managed to finish it. Yeah, so that's just, it's not really a regret, but it's more of like when I look back, I'm like, I should have like, instead of looking through my phone or something, I should have just spent like maybe 5-10 minutes reading the Quran. Maybe I could have finished, but it's okay. It's okay. The important thing for me actually is that when you move forward after Ramadan, right, those habits, I want to make it stick. So maybe that's why I did not finish it in Ramadan, Sui when Ramadan ended. Maybe like it's a follow through for me so that I don't fall off the wagon. Something like that. Yeah. You
Keep the momentum going.
Yeah, correct.
For me, I wish I had more time to do
What?
to do other things rather than just doing work.
Yeah.
Because Monday to Fridays, and it doesn't help that we've had like what 3 public holidays,
Oh yeah.
and I spent all of the entire 3
Working.
public holidays working. Yeah,
That's true.
so I wish it wasn't such a busy working period for the entire month of Ramadan. Yes, I wish I had this opportunity where I can do more religious stuff, something which can make me even be more zen than if I'm not ready am. Something to just keep myself a little more grounded and center myself. I miss that the most. There wasn't much opportunity for me to do that. But then again, I'm doing work. It's not that I'm doing anything else. So work is again a part of ibadah.
Correct.
I think one of the biggest reasons why I was so busy preparing lessons and everything, right? I think it's because of the expectations. You know, this is an entirely new thing. Never done any online live classes before. So there has to be certain expectations that's set. And the one probably, I don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing. I probably, it's a good thing lah. The first class that we handled, it turned out quite brilliantly.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. But I think because the bar from that first class was set so high, every other class we try to meet that bar. It's just how it is. It's very natural. So the next few classes, when you do your delivery, you also want to meet that expectations as well. So I don't know whether it's self destruction mode. I hope it is not. But yeah, you can see the results at the end of every class. The students were happy and they were saying, we want more. We wish this could be a 4-day course instead of 2-day course. So I'm like, 4-day course? 2 days? I felt like dying really, because it's a digital skills class. A few of them who went for the class, they don't really have basic computer skills. So that is like the biggest challenge ever. Because to do these kind of things, you need to have some level of digital skills.
Yeah.
Because you need to operate, where's the browser? What is a browser? How to alternate tab? How to switch between windows? How to close this? How to open that? And some people who just went for this course, they lack that skills. So it got very challenging. Khai, how do you do this? What is that? Can you explain more on what you just showed? Because I'm lost. Yeah, by the end of the class, you get so drained.
Yeah.
And that is our Ramadan story. Raya.
Whoa.
Wow, Hari Raya 2020 is a special affair altogether, guys.
You can't see me, but I'm dabbing.
It's a totally new way of Raya. I don't even know whether we can call it Raya.
I don't know. It's weird. Okay, wait. I have a lot to say about this whole experience, and I've touched on it like in my YouTube video that I did. So, but then not everybody watches like me wearing makeup and listening to me talk, right? So I don't mind sharing it here.
Sure.
But I don't know. How do you want to start? Do you want to go first? Like, what do you?
Okay,
I think you go first.
Let's backtrack maybe a week before Raya happened. Everywhere I look, on social media, my friends were telling me, and I'm looking at even our own house. The preparations for Raya was the same. There wasn't anything different. People were still buying baking stuff. They were making cakes. They were making kuehs. They were cleaning their house like Raya is gonna happen. And yes, people were saying that and people were ordering stuff from other people. The kuehs that they cannot afford to make or they don't know how to make. As much as possible, they still want to keep this Raya spirit, Raya affair going.
Yeah.
I have two opinions on this. One is, why are you putting so much effort when this may or may not happen?
Yeah.
That's one side of me. The other side of me is saying, wow, this is nice, even though this spirit is happening, the COVID is happening, but still people want to be as high-spirited as possible.
Yeah, got that feels, right?
They just want to keep things going. Their normalcy.
Yeah.
They just want, because it's like a routine ritual every single year without fail. A week before Raya, all of these things has to happen.
Yeah, baking lah, cooking lah.
Yeah, if they don't happen,
it's
then
not Raya.
It's not Raya.
It's not Raya.
Which kind of like puts me back to what some my parents were storytelling how Raya was back then during the kampung days. They have no idea when Raya will actually happen.
Oh yeah.
Until the eve. Because that's where the announcement will be made
that moon, right?
yes, the moon, the crescent moon
Yes, yes,
is
yes.
visible,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so the next day will be Raya. But people were still, of course, preparing a few days before that. They were still preparing their food, their kuih, and everything, right? But it just doesn't happen before the announcement. The announcement has to happen first before everyone will go, tomorrow Raya, tomorrow Raya, come on, cepat, cepat, cepat. You know? So I feel like it's almost the same for this
Yeah.
year. And it doesn't help also that we had to wait until like right to 2 days or maybe the eve of Raya when government announced that there shall not be any visiting.
Yeah. Well, okay, to be perfectly honest, I was ready for no visiting. I did not understand those people. I'm sorry if you're listening. I did not understand those people who just thought that Hari Raya sure they give leeway one for us to go visiting. I'm like, no sis, like we are already in this period. We're already halfway there. Like it's not happening. So for me, I was prepared to do everything digitally and I was like accepting of the fact that there will be no raya lah. When in my head there will be no raya equals to there will be no visiting, there will be no salam, there will be no going from house to house, eating at each house, you know. That was my idea of no raya, but of course Eid is Eid. It will happen, right? Inshallah. So yeah, I remember I I remember telling mom, I was like, Mom, nobody's gonna care whether your floor is clean or not. Like they're not gonna smell and they're not gonna feel like, uh lantai kau berabuk eh. Like nobody is coming. Like I keep reminding her that nobody is coming. Like you don't have to, put so much effort to impress. Who you want to impress? Who? It's just us. Then she's like, yeah, but I want it to be clean. Yeah, but for what? Like every day also you clean, right? What's the difference? Why need to be extra? So I thought it was hilarious because I think in their mind it's like, oh, it's Raya, no, I need to change the flowers, change the curtain. I'm like, nobody is going to be like, hey, you change your curtain. Then nobody's gonna come and be able to give the opportunity, even have the opportunity to tell you that,
Yeah,
So
unless you take a lot of pictures
yeah
and
lah,
post with your curtains every single day.
yeah, but that's hilarious lah. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, and again, the preparation for Raya, I don't know whether it's bad or not, but it could be bad, because for all the preparations that you've made, for all the quiz and cakes that you've made, the only thing you can do with it is either to eat or to give people. And of course, the entire idea of you making the cake, making the kuih, is when people come, you want to feed them, right? That's like the most honest way of why you go and do your kuih and everything. The second dishonest way of why you go and make all this kuih is because you just want to make sure when people come, there's things to see,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, again, at one point, yes, you do want to feed people. And then at the other, you just don't want to be embarrassed. Like
That's
when
true.
people come, like, hey, where's your kuih?
But TBH, like seriously, again, I'm gonna be like, y'all really got so much. Like, I mean, faith is one thing, but I think
Yeah,
realistically
not realistic.
and data wise, like, are you really? I mean, I believe in miracles too, but it can't go from like 540 something cases to zero in a day. Like, that's not possible. I mean, as optimistic as I am, I believe in gradual increases and decreases, depending on situations. So yeah.
Yeah. I really hope that whatever cakes or kuih that has been made, it won't be wasted. It won't be
Yeah.
thrown away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing you can do is to gobble everything down before fungus starts to grow on your kuih and
Yeah.
cakes, or you just have to find a way to share it with people,
Yeah.
right? Usually on normal days when all of this food gets extra, you don't know who to give, you'll always have our friendly construction workers downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Where you can just give, hey, this is some Hari Raya quiz.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys have it and distribute among yourself?
Yeah.
But we don't have the luxury these days.
Yeah, correct.
Everything is stopped. We don't see them around anymore. And yeah, it kind of like give me this, I don't know, I might be sad at one point of time, maybe next week or next 2 weeks when I see a lot of this kuih gets wasted.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's all because of the routine that they were so used to
Yeah.
and in normal times.
But I think, I guess I'm very grateful as much as I'm sorry, mom, if you're listening. As old fashioned as my parents or our parents are, with regards to like preparing for Hari Raya and everything, I think they have adapted to it in a way whereby mom didn't make so much kuih. Both our moms didn't, like they just only bake kuih that they know that we will eat.
Yeah.
And they only make kuih just nice to share with, like, for example, my mom shares with her siblings, like mommy shares with her siblings, and then with the neighbor, she contactlessly deliver to the
Yeah.
neighbor, you know. So I guess in a way they kind of know their place. They're like, okay, I shouldn't make something nanti bombazir,
Yeah,
like, you know, wasteful.
we are lucky that they are also open to this kind of suggestions.
Yeah.
Because I remember telling mama and my mom that you shouldn't be making like how you used to make,
Yeah.
because it's just going to be ridiculous. Who are you going to feed? No one's going to come to
nobody's
the
gonna
house.
come.
Okay, the only people who's going to eat are your kids and
Yeah.
you and your husband.
Yeah.
That's all. And if you give some to me, I'll eat.
Yeah.
But
How much can I eat?
How much can I eat? I cannot be eating kuih every
Every
single tea break and snacks,
Yeah.
you know. I love other food. I love my McNuggets. So I cannot just be concentrating on your
McDonald's
kuih.
is back.
Yay! Oh yeah, McDonald's is back,
I
guys.
think the last time we had a podcast, McDonald's closed down.
Yes.
Not closed down, sorry. They had to shut down for a while.
Yeah, they were taking a break.
So we did not have McDonald's for a while. And
Oh my
then,
god, it was so depressing.
Yeah, I never knew how much I love McDonald's until they had to take it away.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
yeah.
this year Raya is the second Raya that I have not spent Raya with my biological family. And it saddens me because, yeah, again, I mean, Hari Raya is, to me, the definition is where you get to just spend quality time with your loved ones, with your mom, with your dad, with your siblings, and at the same time beg for your forgiveness, right? Although as cliche or as corny as it sounds, right, begging for this forgiveness and all, it is one of those moments where you just put down your ego, you just open up your heart, and you really ask. I mean, for me, I cannot say for everyone else. Maybe for other people, it could just be going through the motion. I'm not saying that for myself. Yes, this is the one opportunity where I just look at their faces and just, open up my heart and just really beg for forgiveness. The first time I missed the entire Hari Raya experience and everything was when I was working in West Timor. So, funny story was, my mom called me in the morning, Hari Raya morning, and that morning we weren't prepared. We didn't prepare food. There wasn't anything prepared Raya-esque. Why? Because we forgot that over there, at least 3 or 4 days before Hari Raya, the shops were closed. So we had no shopping done. we didn't prepare anything and everything. And I still remember my boss went back to Singapore and his key, he brought it along with him. And that key was the office. It is where all the frying pans, the rice cooker, all the essentials are stored inside. So with him leaving the country, back to Singapore, with the key along, we have no access to all these essential items, okay? Including rice. The house that we are living in, it's just bare bones. It's just furnitures. God. We have a fridge, yes, but it's nothing inside. There's only ice and water. And in the Hari Raya morning, the only food we had was Cocoa Crunch, milk. Okay, and the milk was like, I think 2 more days before it expired. And it wasn't like a full tank, It wasn't like a full full capacity of the milk bottle. I think it was just like 1/4. And that house, there are 3 people, Sharil, myself, and Zaid. So imagine half a box of Cocoa Crunch, 1/4 bottle of milk shared among 3 grown men. And we don't have plates. All the plates are back at the office. So we only had our rice cooker, which is not working at all. So you know the inner side of the rice cooker is where you go and store your rice, right? That was the only thing available. We had 1 teaspoon, like small ass teaspoon.
So sad. And these guys are huge, okay, guys?
And we got one more thing. We got an ice cream spoon. Okay? So Shariel was using the rice cooker to eat his Cocoa Crunch with milk. And then it was my turn. So I didn't want to use his teaspoon, so I used the ice cream spoon instead. So it was such hilarious. And my mom called when we were having the breakfast. My mom called and he was, hey, so how are you? You have food or not? Got plenty of food to eat or not? I couldn't bring myself to tell her the truth. Because if I would say there's no food, I'm very sure she will cry.
Yeah, for sure.
And if she cries, I might cry as well. And when I cry, Shariel and Zaid might cry as well. So I don't want that to happen. So I had to lie. So I had to say, oh, yeah, there's food. There's lontong, there's rendang. And I was cringing, when I was saying this. And yeah, don't have to worry. We got everything covered. Yep. So that white lie was something I just had to tell my mom just to keep her from not being sad.
Yeah.
Ah, my God, what the hell were we thinking back then? Stupid rice cooker with Cocoa Crunch and like 1/4 bottle of milk. Good times. So this year was another time where I don't get to spend Hari Raya with them. I hope we don't experience, another year of this kind of thing. Possibly this weekend is the first time where we actually go and Raya with them.
Yeah.
And last year, we also missed the first day of Raya.
We missed the first day of Raya
because we had a funeral that we had to attend to and manage. So, Hari Raya first day of Hari Raya was out for 2 years consecutively.
I do not know. Sometimes when I think I'm like, oh my God, like, what is up? Like, it's like, wow, how? Like, but I don't know, I guess maybe we don't understand it now. We can't see it now. So maybe we don't know. Maybe there's like, if we had gone, or like if this whole thing didn't happen, maybe something else might have. So
that's true.
Maybe it's just Allah's protection. Yeah.
Of course, we couldn't visit each other's houses. So what did we do? I think we did like what the rest of you guys are doing as well.
Yeah, we did the Zoom stuff or Google Hangout stuff. Oh, but wait, before we get to that, let's just run through the whole experience of Hari Raya this year. Because mosques are still closed, we were instructed to do our Eid prayers at home. Wow, what an experience. In my life, I don't think I've ever done Salat Raya at home before.
Really?
Yeah, I've never.
This is the first time.
Yeah. You have?
I think there was once I did it with Baba, my dad. Possibly because both of us, we woke up very late.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't have the time to go to the mosque.
Right.
It's just too late. I think it's like close to 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Then,
so Baba just said, let's just do it at home.
Yeah, I've never experienced that before. And also the takbir was all online. Guys, if you think like Zoom meetups with your family is a thing, right? We basically had like a mega Zoom type of takbir happening from like the night of or the night before Hari Raya Day and the morning of. It was amazing. It's very different, but I think this is where I'm going to get very passionate about it, because I really hats off to, I don't know who is the one who manages like the Salam SGTV or who created it and who's the people behind it ensuring that it's running smoothly. I don't know. It could be the the mosque social team or tech team or Muiz tech team or social team. I have no idea. Or maybe they engaged an agency to help them do it. Whatever it is, it was amazing. And I really look up and I I'm so passionate about it. Because of my job, like I'm a social media manager in a normal day, right? I'm just so floored by how they managed to pull this off in a matter of months, not even months, weeks. Like all of the masjid or the mosque lessons, everything was all put online. And every single day during Ramadan, there was so much content going out just to help keep us in tune with religion, with how we're going to make use of our time, what can we do, and all of these sermons, everything was done online, everything was on YouTube. I just do not know. I really feel very like malu, a little bit embarrassed that on my own day-to-day job, I feel very stressed sometimes. But for them, like they have to troubleshoot things, they have to make sure that things go live properly, go live on time, all of the subtitling is correct. Like I would feel very overwhelmed. Just my POV. Like I get overwhelmed when I handle IG stories for work, for example, like live coverage of IG stories. What more them? They have to like communicate with literally all asatizahs in Singapore.
Yeah.
Because each asatiza was, I guess they wanted them to be involved to share about a certain part about Ramadan, about hadith, about this or that or whatever, and everything is available online. I am very impressed with this whole system that they have built. And you know that mosques are always mainly like face to face, like presence, like physical presence. But for them, for now, I think our, like I guess Muiz and Asatiza and everything, right, they did a freaking good job along with all of the like Islamic related schools or organizations, non-profit if you guys happen to be listening, right, y'all did a fantastic job. I think you're the real MVP. And yeah, I pray that you will continuously be blessed because you're putting out content for people because they cannot get that content from a mosque physically.
Yeah, let's not forget our new Mufti.
Yes, oh my God, I was going to get
man.
to that.
Hats off to our Mufti.
Okay, so after this Asatiza, like what Khairun said, right, hats off to our new Mufti, Dr. Naziruddin. MashaAllah, when he just got, I guess, sworn in, or like he just got appointed. Yeah, he got appointed as the new Mufti, like just when COVID happened.
Yeah.
And oh my God,
time.
MashaAllah, like the way he has responded to everything, I am so proud that he is my Mufti.
His crisis management is next level.
I know, right?
So,
oh my God.
I used to teach leadership, and one of the very big components is crisis management. He handles it like he has been in the job for the past 50 years.
Yeah, but he just like, it's a few months in only.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
He's so good. And after the Solat Raya, because we had a timetable, air code to follow. So 8:45 was Solat Raya with our families, and then 9 o'clock was the khutbah or the sermon. And my Lord, that sermon brought, I think, everyone, and I think probably the whole of Singapore to tears.
Oh my God. This is the first time in my life that I have cried listening to a khutbah.
I think so. I think for me also. I don't really like when we go for Salat Raya, normally when we listen to the mosque, when we listen to the sermon at the mosque, like it's not really that.
I don't feel connected.
Yeah, but for what? And the fact that he's doing it through the internet and live streaming, my God, like you can sense, I think the word that I would describe it was that it was just very wholesome and all-encompassing. Mm-hmm. He covered topics that were relatable to our current situation, like with COVID, with the fact that we cannot see our family and our friends, we had to protect them and everything. Wow, I think towards the end when he was making that dua, I was like, I cannot take this anymore. Like it was just too much. And you can see in his face that he was like also trying hard not to break down, because you have to think also,
yeah, he's human.
He's human. Our Mufti, our Asatiza, everyone, they're all trying their best. Yeah. They have families, they have parents, all of them. And as he's saying it, like maybe he also cannot see his parents for the last don't know how many months. Can you imagine?
Of course.
Like, yeah, so I think as much as it's a very different Eid and Ramadan this time around, I feel very blessed that I'm in. I mean, okay, just let's put it out there, right? like, of course, there's always going to be more improvements that should be made in our government. Let's just put it on the table, right? But I do have to admit that I am very grateful and I'm glad that I am in Singapore as this is happening, especially when it comes to like Ramadan and Eid, because I don't think I would have been able to get content like this somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, it's just a very different experience, but at the same time, I'm just very blessed and grateful lah. Like I still can consume Islamic related content that I usually would get if I go to a mosque or if I go to a religious class and everything. And everything is online. Like I guess you would consider it as free if you watch Salam SGTV, which is the main YouTube channel that we were recommended to watch during Ramadan and Eid. So, and they are still rolling out content until today, I noticed.
Yeah.
So,
It was, I think it was quite a special new Hari Raya experience for all of us in the world.
Yeah.
Especially in Singapore.
Okay, wait. Before we go, last one before we wrap it up. Zoom calls. I thought that I was going to be fine doing a Zoom call because we've been doing it every single day since circuit breaker started at work, right? Every morning is like another meeting. I have a meeting here and there and everything is online. It's fine. I see my colleagues, whatever. I thought I was just going to be fine.
What do you mean by fine?
Like I thought I was just going to handle it like as per usual, like a regular office meeting, right? But I got emotional lah, see?
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't know how affected I would be just by calling, because that day when we called like my mom's side, right, that was the first time like I have not seen, oh my god, I'm going to get emotional. We haven't seen it in like 2 months-ish, 3 months, ever since she came back from the hospital. I think we only saw her one time, and then after that like we just like really social distance because my grandma, she has a history of what do you call that, like breathing problems, so we did not want to risk it. So I haven't seen her in months. Can you imagine seeing her in the flesh? And when I saw her in the video, right, because we managed to get her online. Yeah, I got emotional, and I got emotional when I saw my cousins also, because usually on the first day of Raya we will all be together and going Jalan Raya, and I didn't expect myself to be very sad, but I was. And you don't like, that was just something very sad. I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a call, like it's gonna be fine, like, you know, I do this every day, but it's very different when you know what the context is for and why you cannot actually just physically be there. Even the call in the morning with your family, with Khairun's family, which we can't visit them because of COVID, right? That was also very hard. Like, what? Like, and then when Hira asked like, korang nak datang pukul berapa? I'm like, a part of me felt like, nanti macam pukul like 11:30 lah. Like, you know, a part of me felt like I wanted to respond, but I was like, no, kita tak dijumpa. Like, that's such a, like, if you were to take a knife and you just stab it. Oh, and another one is the night before and Mama and Baba hantar makanan.
Oh, yeah.
I felt so sad because, oh my god, it's so sad. No.
Yeah.
Wait. I have not seen them for what, 1 month? A month plus? 2 months? Wow, that was really tough. I was like, okay, Tiara, don't be a loser. Don't be a loser and cry. Don't be a loser and cry. But I did. I felt so sad and sebab. Like, it was just macam, I cannot take it lah. Like, I know that we are supposed to social distance, okay? But when I saw my mom, you know, I cannot lah. Like, I really couldn't lah. Like, when I saw my mom, I cannot. I was just like, it was just very difficult lah.
Yeah.
It was quite challenging.
Yeah, because you want to do so much. You want to embrace them. You want to, because of Raya some more. The natural thing to do is just to beg for their forgiveness, you know.
Yeah, and it's normal for when we meet usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but this one you cannot,
everything.
you know, like you're just like,
restraining yourself.
So that was hard.
Yeah, that's right. But then again, I'm pretty glad that because of the entire COVID-19 period, we were all going virtual meetings using all these platforms, right? Zoom, Google Meet, Teams, whatever. And it kind of like prepare us for the first day of Raya.
Mm.
So when it is really time to meet all the people virtually. We don't fumble, we don't stumble.
And
you
just
know?
like,
Yeah, it's like automatic. Like, oh, okay, I know this. I'm
what's
gonna
the
nail
code?
it.
Yeah, what's the code? What's the link? Can you give me a calendar invite?
Yeah, I really like that. So this just goes to show that technology, they do bring people together. Yeah, and you can say whatever it is, anything negative about technology, COVID-19 period has shown that technology is the only thing that keeps us together.
Yeah. If it's not for talent, can you imagine if this happened
Oh my
like when
God.
our nenek time?
I don't know how. I really don't know how.
I also don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't know.
Probably hide camouflage or something just to visit people.
Probably meet at one place and start shouting each other across. Kau dah beli ikan belum? Berapa?
Kau nak aku belikan ikan tak?
Ikan apa? Jerung.
Telur.
Jerung ada tiga ekor.
Ikan jerung.
Jerung is shark.
Wow.
Yeah, it's jerung, right? It's not ikan you. I don't know lah. Which
Maybe it's too, you know.
Potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so that has been the Hari Raya experience for 2019. For 2020. You see, it got so bad that I don't want to remember this year.
Yeah, no. A lot of people are saying that like we should not be aging 1 year because 2020 is like not real.
It's not counted.
Yeah, it's not counted.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed whatever things that we've shared during our Ramadan, during our Hari Raya period. Hope you have or can relate to whatever that we've shared.
Yeah, and we hope that you are also staying safe and healthy, especially now that the circuit breaker has been lifted. Let's all just be even more careful. Don't be complacent.
Yes, not get complacent.
Don't get complacent. Keep washing your hands, using hand sanitizer, and don't forget your mask as well. The more we comply to the rules, I think the faster we can get to a slight normalcy and slight stability in the number of cases that we are getting, which I think we are doing pretty alright for now. We just have to continue to help as much as we can by staying home and going out for only necessities. And also, I think we should also continue to pray for our foreign workers lah, because they have gotten the brunt of it. And the good thing is that alhamdulillah, a lot of them are still very young and they are very fit. So that's why they have been able to fight this. But we just have to continue to pray for them. A lot of them are Muslims, and I just hope that they know that we are supportive of them. And it makes me, random, but I think when our construction guys come back, be downstairs at our house here, fixing up the roads, I think we should go down and like give them food or something. Just say hi. Makes us like, don't treat them as outcasts.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
We should be doing it. Okay.
Okay, guys, that has been this episode 5, I think.
Yes.
Which was all about Ramadan and Hari Raya 2020.
In COVID period. So once again, this is Khai. And this is Tiara.
And this has been
Tea Talk.
We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.